Hello, this is my third blog of our house. Um, this afternoon we had Jonathan and Kerry for a vocal session, and Jonathan wanted to see how we sang. Um, Basically, Jonathan just wanted to see how we could sing and dance at the same time rather than being just dancing or just sitting down in the studio singing. So we started off with our house, which didn't go very well, but um, a couple of the people who were meant to be there weren't there. Um, so, like on the couple of weeks before, so I think obviously when people have time off and then other people come in and fill in for them, I mean, it's great that they fill in for them, but then they have to learn it when they get back in, and it does hold up the lessons. Um, and it makes us lose a little bit of time really because we have to waste it on showing people the new things. We went over a couple of bits and bobs, over a couple of the movements of our house, and we went over the bit around the middle, um, where we was all with each other, like going in between each other. And Jonathan was really trying to pump in the energy, and he was being really critical on how much energy we had, um, and like how there was not much, um, what's the word, like atmosphere, um, just like um, there wasn't much of a party atmosphere about it, because it was meant to be a party at Joe's house. So Jonathan was trying to get us pumped full of energy by making us um, like make us go over the song lyrics and go over the song bits over and over again, and try and just ram it full of energy, and it was actually getting better. And then we tried Baggy Trousers, and that one was um, really good actually, because Baggy Trousers is it's a naturally energetic song anyway, and people like it. People have liked it from the outset. So obviously singing it is more fun than a chore, and dancing to it is an extremely fun dance. So that's the same. So that had a lot more energy, and everyone was really good actually. Um, and Jonathan preferred Baggy Trousers because of the energy and all that stuff, and told us to take it into our different songs and all that lot. So mainly it was about energy, mostly, but the feedback, but it was a lot about characterization as well. Um, Pardon me. Um, and we did the same with Tomorrow's Just Another Day, and that didn't go very well at all. Um, just the timing of the walks and the timing of the singing and the movements were a little bit bad. Um, I think the fact that people have had time off and then come back in who didn't know the timing, obviously I had to take more time showing them what to do and what the timing was. But they aren't the greatest with timing naturally as well, which isn't their fault. But they needed they needed the extra time out, which we didn't really have. Um, so it didn't go that well, but they did learn the dance in the end, which is a good point, I guess. It still does need like quite a lot of work. And then we did Wings of a Dove, which wasn't that great, but we didn't do it. We didn't do it like the others. We did Wings of a Dove separately, um, like dancing and characterization, and it was really good actually. Um, we still did sing, but it was more of a mark through rather than trying to get all your dancing and all your singing out all at the same time. Because Wings of a Dove was quite a bad one from the outset, vocally, because it's got a lot of harmonies in it and all that such. Um, but it all went pretty well, for that lesson. Um, and then we had like an acting session rather than singing dancing session, and we went onto the arresting scene and the prison scene. You know when Joe and Reese get caught robbing a house. Well, we managed to um, managed to get through that scene, and it's starting to look, it's starting to piece itself together. I mean, uh, it's quite there's a few people that stood in for other people, but we managed to block it and see how it would look. Obviously, with the right people there, and it does look really good. We need a bit more energy, and we need once we've got used to the movements, we've got the right people in. I've got a feeling it's going to look really good, and that was some of the feedback from Kerry. Um, and we've made quite a bit of progress actually. Sorry, we've made quite a bit of progress, and I think honestly it's coming together really well. At this rate, we'll be finished. We'll be finished with time to spare on this musical, um, and I think honestly, it's probably the most fun I've actually had doing a show. It's fantastic. So I'm putting everything I can into it, and I'm trying to get all my lines learnt. So probably action plan would be learn all my lines, learn my songs, and go over some blocking that I've done today, and just try and just try and get everything into my head because it's quite a gargantuan task really. And that's my blog.